All right, this is Dorf Romantik. It's by Tucana Interactive, a German developer. They wanted to make a fun little game that you could just chill out and relax. It is a map building game with no economy, no survival stuff. Sorry, Xycia. It's really just a really great, fun little, I'd almost say like a puzzle game that you can just sit back and have fun. It's on Steam for about $10, what I picked it up for. Creative mode isn't even here yet. It's only on classic mode. I'll probably just resume here and show you because I'm about 2 hours into it already. I would like to say really quickly before we get started, though, it's best with keyboard and mouse. It seems to react to the controller, but it doesn't seem to have really controls for the controller. So I wouldn't use a controller with this at all. Although I would be interested to see it come in console. I'm actually in the middle of one. We'll go back and we'll start a new one. Yeah, we'll start from scratch. You have tiles. You can put down the tiles wherever you want. They have different things on them. As you put down tiles, your tile count gets smaller. You'll notice that if I have tile, I can rotate them with just middle mouse button here. If I rotate them certain ways, they'll light up and highlight, meaning that I've kind of activated that particular terrain portion along with another one. If you also notice here, it says 7+. It wants me to put this down, and it wants me to have a forest with 7+ trees in it. Also, these fields here are looking for fields of 3+. If I rotate it, actually, my little quest there of putting 7 trees is already completed when I put it down. And you'll notice when I do that, when I click down, that my number of tiles, which is currently 39, will increase. That's how you get more tiles, is by completing these little quests. So here's another one, wants me to build some railroad. And also notice the railroad can't be pointed into the existing tiles because there's no railroad there yet. So it'll automatically kind of disallow certain orientations for you. And in this case, later on, I'm probably going to get more forest tiles and will want me to build a bigger forest. So I'm going to continue my forest while I'm doing this and have something for my railroad. Notice this one has no railroad on it, so I can't place it in the edges where there's railroad. So I just rotate around and zoom in and out, and I can move it however I want. And that's really all there is to this. You just kind of relax and place these tiles in certain ways that you're trying to extend your forest. See, if I put it like this, with the forest in, then I wouldn't be able to keep extending my forest. But if I rotate it a little bit, I could maybe perhaps put a forest here later that can connect to it. And see, that's even better because I've got possibly 2 tiles that I can extend my forest with later. And again, I just completed a little quest there. Got a river that I can start building. Well, I want to be careful. I don't want to intersect too much with that. So
and you have a nice little patch in there hidden in the forest. Hide bodies.
Yes, it's always good to have a patch hidden in the forest.
Or make a park, maybe.
I think body disposal is nicer, but whatever.
But underneath the park.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Good fertilizer. Make the flowers in the park grow up nice and strong.
Yeah. So, what are we actually doing here?
You're building a map.
Explain. We're building a map. We're trying to make the best map there ever was.
Now, once we build the map, then what?
You're just building a map. You're just having fun building a map. You can build the map as, like here I need to continue connecting river pieces to get more pieces.
Mike's like, but where's the survival aspect to it? What do I do with this map?
How do I farm the map?
But then Mike on a survival map just dies over and over again. He is the bodies buried in the park.
I think your video is frozen too, by the way, Phoenix.
Oh, lovely. I will try to get that back.
That's all right. My camera's all crooked.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about me. The important thing is just having fun building your map. See, like,
That's what he's getting at. See, it doesn't even matter, man. It's just about building the map, man.
It's just like just happy little forest.
Happy little stream, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is nice. This is water, so I can just build a lake. And it's really reactive where you put things.
Oh, that's gonna be some expensive housing if you put a lake there. Oh well.
Oh no! I didn't mean to put that there. Oh, that's terrible.
Oh man.
Oh,
They almost had lakefront property.
horrible.
So what do the numbers on top of each tile mean?
That's
Plus
how
three.
many of those items you need to place in order to complete that quest.
Okay.
That is the weirdest railroad.
Yeah, it's just gonna be it's probably gonna be a big circle once I get the last pieces here. Oh, that was bad place too. I'm kind of jumping too fast on some of this. I should slow down a little bit. But it's like this is. Oh, see, I can just get that so I can continue the town the one way. So I can't place that there at all. So I'm talking a little bit much, which kind of makes it difficult. See, like, it wants 130 trees. So if I just place it over here, it needs 100.
Where do you see 130 trees at?
Over on the right-hand side. Oh, what the? Oh my goodness gracious. That is way too big.
Yep.
Oh, that's because it shouldn't be there. It's fine. Technical difficulties right in the middle. There you go. You see 130 trees now, right? On the piece. So if I place it over here, it says, oh, well, we need 120 more if you place it there.
Is that 130 on the tree thing? It's really tiny. Is that what you're seeing, that 130?
Yeah.
Or 120?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. If you look at the stream, you'll see it at 1080p glory.
Well, I'm looking at the stream, but it's not filling my whole screen, so.
Well, I mean, whose fault's that?
Not.
But yeah, the piece says on it 130 trees to complete the quest. If I put it just on this one section over here, it's only 120. I have to add 120 more trees. If I put it over here, I only need to add 103 more trees. But I've kind of been building this other forest so I can place it so that I can continue building the forest, and I already have completed the quest. So yeah, there's going to be some problems. This map's got major problems already.
So
I should probably just and there's no win condition. The only thing is when you run out of tiles, you're done building your map. That's all.
what if it's not finished?
It's finished when you run out of tiles.
You get graded on your map?
You
do you have
don't,
to
but
submit this?
you do have things that you build for, because you can unlock new tiles, new biomes, just new things in general. And you
Can I
can
leave
see
like
those
comments on your map?
You can't. No, it's a single player only. No comments on your map. So true fan, I got to finish 5 sessions with a score of at least 5,000. Champion 2, gain a high score of 10,000. Landscaper 3, place down 2,000 tiles in total. I'm at 700 tiles so far. So yeah, it wants me to push a whole bunch of houses down. It's like, well, I don't have any real good way I can connect these ones except for there, and that might allow me to keep building. So instead of 20 plus, now I only have to do 6 plus. Also, the plus is important because you could either do just a plus, which is like, okay, it's 6 or over, essentially. Whereas you can do, if it's 6 without the plus, the difference there is that, you're going to have, instead of just 6 plus and have like the ability to choose however many you want to do, if it's just 6, you have to have exactly 6. And if you do not make exactly 6, well, then you fail that particular mission. See, and the trouble is I can place this. Actually, I can get in there. Ooh, I can use that inner one. That'll be really nice. There's your lakefront property there, Bruno. And then we're down to 4+.
Hell yeah.
But you want to be careful where you don't place something there that's going to prevent you from continuing to build. So I'm kind of like, even though I don't have a goal right now to continue building these fields, I'm kind of placing them where they too do continue to build out. So if I get something with a quest, I'm already set where I'm building them out.
So what is with the slice of ham and cheese there? What are those?
Those are just different fields. The one's lavender fields. I unlocked that skin.
Fields. Got it.
So here I can complete my houses and
skins in
continue
this
building.
game. Loot boxes?
No,
Oh, yeah,
no
loot
loot boxes. Just
RNG?
as you go through. See, yes, can't continue the forest that way. It's kind of a bummer, but still, that's okay.
Well, you can't see the forest through the trees.
I cannot. I cannot see the forest through the trees. So that kind of ends it if I put it there. So I'm just gonna probably continue my forest a little bit.
Daydrinker makes a good point. There is a lot of wood in this game. Maybe I would like this game after all.
Maybe you
I
would like this game.
This game.
Oh, see, this needs a 4+. So all I gotta do is find the right place to put it. Well, it needs 18+ total. But since I've already built a good deal of fields, now I only need to add 4 more fields to that. So there's a bit of kind of planning as you do this. And then at the same time, it's just like, you know, I totally screwed this map up. Whatever. I'm just gonna keep building it. Gonna have a little fun as I'm doing it. Throw some stuff some places. Well, there's some houses. We'll continue building our little city over here. Find a way to kind of... See, that allows us to expand the city a lot more different ways. Continue building our forest a little bit.
Can you rotate? Can you rotate? Can you rotate through the tiles? Like, can you skip ahead a tile?
You cannot.
Or do you have to use what's on top?
You have to use what's on top. Makes it more fun.
And at what point do I have to trade sheep for wheat?
No wheat. See, there we go. I need 214 for that forest, but I've already been building out my forest good, so now I only need 10 to be able to make that goal. And that's not going to work there, but that'll work there. And I got a lot more ability to expand that forest as I go.
Some of it is just aesthetic.
Aesthetics. You have fun, you place it where you want. I mean, lots of wood in this game. Pots of wood. Pots of wood? Good job, Xycia.
Yes.
Your spelling is on point today.
It is. As always.
And you got to kind of pay attention. Like I should be watching for a field. I should have used this field with this stream over here. That especially that curved one might have helped with this. You got to kind of watch and get some things in places that help. But some of it's just like, yeah, placing stuff down because it's fun. Although eventually, oh, there we go. So now I can kind of, see, if I put that there, I can continue my river. So I can like fill in that gap in that part of the map, but I'll fail that mission. So I'm like, maybe I don't want to fail it yet. Maybe I still haven't found the right piece I need for that railroad. Let's have that railroad actually go somewhere. This needs 13 pieces of river, but it'll give me a river boat when I do it. So I can continue out this way and only need 3. Same with here, only need 3. That looks like fun. Like literally, I start sounding like Bob Ross because I mean, that's kind of what ends up happening is that you're just having fun doing this. I need 8 exactly for this windmill. So the concept is, okay, I can't put it here because I've already built massive amounts of fields. I can just start building here though, and then I'll only need 7 more. It's gonna kind of be really limited in my forest if I do it there. Can't do it there because of the... maybe I'll just have fun and fill in around the lake a little bit.
Oh, there's a boat.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
the boat is moving
Yes.
with the number. What does that mean?
I need 2 more river pieces to get more just tiles. So this will be fat. I need 25 fields. This one's well built out, so I could put it over here to get towards my 7, because you can have 2 missions at the same time in the same area. That's perfectly fine. So I'd have to get exactly 5 first in order to satisfy that windmill. But then I would have to continue building out the fields to get this 23 plus. Trouble is it's 25 total. And my concept is I've already built this up so much over here that I'd only need 5 more fields to finish this up. So that's kind of desirable to me. So then I can place that there and continue towards that 6. And then I'll open that up for the 4. Now I only need 3. And see, again, if I put it here, I limit, if I put it that rotation, I limit how I can continue expanding. But if I put it this way, then I can put another piece in that hex next to it. So there's a little bit of kind of like paying attention, looking at stuff, trying to decide what's going to help you, what's not going to help you. There we go. Finish up that area.
So, how do you build the armies?
There's no armies. I know that confuses you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm so sorry that confuses you, but
How do you gather the resources? Like all
no
those
resources
trees?
to gather.
Okay.
This is so super chill that it's confusing you, and I get that.
All right.
It's okay. We're gonna work through this. We're gonna work through this together.
Is this turn-based then?
See, that still doesn't help me. That's got the field, but it still doesn't help me. It's not turn-based. I wonder how I could just make a little loop there if I wanted to eventually.
So, Demiran, where is your starting point on this map?
Single player.
I'm right there in the fields area.
Okay.
Yeah, right there.
So is this like XCOM then?
No, it's more like
That's a good one.
Command and
I like
Conquer.
it. Yeah.
So it's a real-time strategy game.
It's definitely real time.
Okay. How do I get the tanks then?
Yep, tanks. No tanks. No war. No attacking. No
He doesn't
armor.
have those because he doesn't have the DLC.
How do I upgrade the civilization? Like, how do we get better structure?
That you do by completing more and more of these missions. And then as you're doing that, you will continue to unlock more and more items. That, like the windmills. I unlocked the windmills simply by performing these tasks that I'm performing today.
So, when do you get to the electricity age?
Oh, I finally get completed. Oh, that's hilarious. So I completed one of those missions, but not the other, because one's a 1+, one's a 2+. But I got a little railroad that just goes around this house. I ignored that question. I don't know what you said. I'm sure it was funny. I'm sure it was funny and witty, because that's what you've been going for this whole time.
No, I just said, so how do I upgrade my electricity? Because if we have windmills,
All automatic. You don't have to worry about. You don't even have to worry about the coal in this thing. There's no countdowns. There's no meters that go down. Super chill.
Oh man, you deleted that before I could read it. I wanted to become famous.
Oh,
Oh,
Maybe
sounds like you
next
read
time.
enough of it.
Maybe next time. I couldn't click the link fast enough.
Sucks
And
to
Daydrinker
suck.
says that's her house.
oh, the
with
one
the-
with the railroad around it.
Yeah.
Okay, that is officially now Daydrinker's house.
It's good to like use that for children.
Actually, that's kind of a good point. Is that one thing I haven't seen, and maybe I'm missing it, and I think this would be kind of cool, is it would be nice when it was done that I could save the map as, you know, a PNG or a GIF or something like that. I might be missing that, but that would be kind of cool. Oh, see, now this is messed up. They got a river and a railroad at the same time. Those ones really start. But what's not messed up is there's no time limit. You take the time that you want to put these pieces down. Put the river on that side. Oh, here we go. Here's a water taxi. So that's really fun. You don't have to have anything pointing at it yet, or you can put it at the end of a waterway. So if you're like, oh, I'm really kind of stuck with like the way I turn this river, just put a water taxi there. All's cool. All's copacetic. Some fields.
I thought Stardew Valley was like a chill game, and now I know that that's wrong.
Yeah.
This is a new genre of chill.
Yeah, this is they set out to make a chill game, and boy did they. And then they got goals like, make a forest of like 500 plus trees. Again, because you got some of these overall kind of almost like achievements that you kind of work towards. And they span from one map to the other, so they give you a little bit more flexibility that way.
So how do you gain more gold or like currency?
See, that's a great thing. You don't need any gold, don't need any currency.
It's socialism.
It's kind of like socialism. You just
I did ask if this was like your homeland. Is this what it looks like? And Daydrinker said it needs more snow. But so are there any like natural disasters that happen?
Only running out of tiles. That's the most natural of disasters.
And do you have to like?
You can't build anymore.
Can you replace tiles or repair them?
They do not have any degradation, so you don't need to repair them, which means that you don't need to replace them.
So what if I wanted to replace them?
Cannot. Once you put them down, they're down. So you do have to think a little bit about what you're doing. This might be a little bit difficult for you. I understand.
Yeah.
But that's okay. We're
it's actually kind of stressful, to be totally honest.
Yeah.
That means your decisions are permanent. Like,
what if you like I made some bad decisions back here. And then
what about the virtual people that live in this world? Like, we're ruining their lives.
Yeah. No, you're screwing them over big time.
Like Daydrinker, who like bought this nice property, and then like this railroad company put a railroad around her house.
Messed up.
Yep, totally messed up. But she likes that.
I like the art.
She likes her railroad.
Cool.
Yeah, the art is pretty cool.
Nice. Definitely suits the kind of game that it is, to be totally honest.
See, is this a game or is this more like a live 3D painter?
Like, I think it's kind of like a live 3D painter map maker. It's because like I'm like, oh, I just want to fill in the map, put a house there. Oh, this is nice because this ends a railroad. That's kind of useful sometimes. So I could just end the railroad right there if I want.
That forest got pretty big.
Yeah, not big enough though. I keep adding to it, and it keeps saying, oh, 67 plus. But I mean, look, we still got 35 pieces, so we're doing pretty good with that. Kind of add to the forest back here too. Really, the most stressful thing is like just looking out for your missions and keeping your missions going. Oh, I got one coming up that I might be able to use. Will it fit here? No, it won't fit there. Darn it. I still need that piece in the middle down there. Well, it's a 39 plus. That'll be a good thing to like slap in here because it comes down to 10 plus real quick. And there. Oh, that's exactly 7 that wants. Ooh, and we have no other railroad started. So either we start a railroad or we just place it down and immediately fail our mission. So it's like, okay, well, let's start a railroad. Maybe we'll get somewhere with it.
Daydrinker makes a good point too, and I feel you on that one. But it says the empty spots make you kind of anxious.
Yeah, and that's why now I'm like, okay, can I fill something in that might help? There you go. See, that helps because that gets our 1+. And slowly I can kind of fill some stuff in. There we go. That helps with our city. So I can't put any of those because I need river tiles, darn it. And some of them you want to fill in. Some of them you're like, it's not worth it. Some of them you're like, it just looks nice. Like this, no matter which way I orientate this, it doesn't help me too much. So I'm like, I get some points for putting it in. There's another railroad piece that makes us happy. Gives us a start to a railroad.
Can you go like see other people's maps?
See, that's back to where I'm not sure I can even save them out. So
yeah, like I get it's not multiplayer, but like could I like see a community map where people have built things that I could just check out?
See, that's what I would like, and I'm not sure if it exists.
Is this game on the Steam Workshop? Let's find out.
Oh, that's good. That's a good question. Amazing. Look at you having good questions.
I mean, I have them occasionally.
Yeah. Sometimes you're helpful.
Oh, 22. My.
What?
Okay.
What?
Some of these people's maps are
okay,
wild.
So you can save up the maps somehow.
Well, this is the trailer, but... Wow, okay. Interesting.
Oh, I finally get to fill this in, but still, it causes me to fail that one. Darn it. I still haven't found the perfect piece.
That conductor the conductor on that train is legit losing their mind right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, he didn't have too far he can go. That's true. We need to add to it. Oh, yeah, see, that still causes me to fail, though. I mean, I can fill that in, but it's a legit lake we got going there, though. I mean, just sometimes when you only want to just sit back and not worry about stuff and not worry about time limits, not worry about armies, not worry about tech trees. I know this is all foreign to Xycia, but...
I want to move to that one little house right there that has a little circular river right dead in the middle that goes into the place where there's no tile. Because you know what, we were talking about burying bodies, but if you just had a hole into nothingness, you could just put them in the river and let the bodies float off into the void.
Yes, of course you would say that.
What it looks like people are
doing
the
efficiency.
They're just screenshotting their maps and then putting them up on the community page, and people are just voting on them.
So yeah, that's definitely
like, highest score, whatever.
Definitely a feature I would have liked them to build into this eventually. I
mean, this is early access, so there's that.
Yeah. And I'm not even saying they need to find a way to export them. It'd just be good to have, I don't know. Oh, see, this sucks because I probably shouldn't have done it that way. So it's one more to finish up that mission, but I only have one place to expand it. So no matter what I put, it's going to end that set of fields. Which is not exactly a good thing. But, oh well. You know, I only got 9 left. I got to, like, complete some missions here. Oh, there's another. Let's see. Now I got 12 left. See, I need to get some houses up here. This is only going to add 1 house. It's not exactly helpful.
Here's a review. Thumbs up. This game is great, but now I have an irrational fear of railroads next to rivers.
Yes. See, I already said this. See, I'm just going to finish this one up so we can get some pieces.
Another review. Relaxing AF. Heart.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of why I chose this one, is because, you know, we all have our own things that are turbulent in our lives right now. This is kind of just a fun way to play around with something and do like a little bit of artwork, fill in those holes, even if it means like we're going to lose that mission there. We'll probably just fill that in anyway. Here's a decent amount of houses.
Next review. Chill.
Yeah, accurate.
All right.
Very accurate, because it is chill.
Relaxing and addictive. Great for podcasts.
I can see that certain podcasts this would be very good at. This would be very, very useful for. See, that's the other thing too. If you plan it right, sometimes you can connect an existing set of things with other set of things. So if I had a forest tile that had trees on all sides of it, I could connect this little set of trees with the bigger forest. But unfortunately, I do not.
Nerdy one-player mahjong.
Yeah, there we go. That's kind of accurate.
That is great.
And as you unlock more tiles, you unlock more things you can do. You can unlock, more. You can't put anything there. You unlock just other opportunities, other ways to expand. See, there we go. See, now this one will connect those two and it'll make it even bigger. I need to get rail pieces for this double one because I need some rail pieces over here in the river pieces and city pieces. I don't really need this stuff as much anymore. Oh, but I got one coming up. I got a fun little windmill coming up. So I can't rotate that one. Let me go anyway. I can turn that though. I need the pieces now though. There we go. 55 plus, that's perfect. So then I only need 10 plus going in there. Going in there is kind of useless though, because that would be good for a piece that only has one field on it, which I wouldn't have any other good place to put. See, if I put it out here, it increases the ability to expand. So I'm going to go out here. Continue our city. Let's add in a little river taxi. See, like here, because this one can help us here, whereas it doesn't help us too many other places. Yeah, sure, it expands our forest, but here it gives us another field. And a nice looking little set of trees right in the middle by those houses. Just looks cool. We'll go with it. Oh, that doesn't count on that one? Oh, I didn't know that. That breaks up those two. Interesting. I was unaware of that. That makes things a little bit more difficult.
It's not the thing that I would do before sleeping.
Yeah, it is. Come on.
See, this is great because forest I'm set on. I only need one.
Obvious he's not playing with the California tile set.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah, so some of the screenshots I saw had different color tiles.
Yeah, like that's where these
terrain.
lavender fields come from.
Well, no, like the terrain is different.
Yeah, there's different biomes you unlock as you go on.
Okay.
There is different colors of the tiles that you unlock. Oh, this is terrible. What did the guy say? An irrational fear of rivers by railroads.
Yep.
It's not irrational. It's a very rational fear. Thank you very much.
If Nestle caught a glimpse of how much fresh water is being thrown off the planet right now, they'd be so mad at the amount of money you're quite literally just tossing into the void.
Yeah, well.
Yep.
I mean, I'm fine with this. I'm fine with my rivers. I need 8+ over here. I'm gonna have to start like...
That farm area just goes on forever. That's nuts.
Have you seen pictures of the Midwest?
I've flown over the Midwest.
Close enough.
Yeah.
I need more tiles. I could probably go that way because it's still opened up to this tile here. And that, see, expands it that way as well.
I still remember what Nebraska was like.
Yeah.
So is Xycia.
Yeah.
See, there we go. I need a forest of 749 plus. Luckily, I got a pretty big forest. So then it brings it down to only 112 more trees when I put that in. Get those houses a little closer together. Grandma's house is somewhere there. We know it is. See, that needs 27 exactly, so it's useless over here where it connects to the rest of the city. So like, okay, where have I started a small city? There I need only 23 more. It's pretty much like the only thing I've got going on. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to complete that city.
So it's starting to get like the end of the game here.
Yeah, 7 tiles. I'm like, I don't got much.
This is like reminding me of a game, and I can't think of it. This moment we were like, crap, I don't have much else to do. I have to keep playing, but I'm gonna keep playing. Yeah, I'm gonna lose.
Lose. Oh, like, look at that. Look at that. Okay, so you see how I have a railroad and a river both going to the same tile? That makes a very difficult tile there. But one of the things is you can actually put these water taxis if they come up, and they will... you actually have trains that go into the water taxi right there. So that's a good way to take care of that problem if you ever get it. So I gotta like start cutting off my fields. Look at that. I'm getting down to the wire here. Got fields with a river on it. What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna put it field with... I only got 2 tiles left. I have to put this over here somewhere.
What are you gonna do?
I mean, I think that's probably my best bet. Not a lot of tiles.
Hey, you got 6.
Yeah. And I can start building out this. I don't think I got enough to finish the city, though.
Daydrinker says now she has an irrational fear of fields next to rivers.
Yeah.
Can we not fill that one spot in just to make it look pretty? Bruno's Lake.
I need a particular river spot to fill that one in at this point. I need 88 trees. We're not going to get enough trees. We're not going to get enough cities, so we're just going to have fun at this point.
When you say fun,
Fun. We're just gonna put city stuff down, and we're just gonna plop stuff down wherever we want, wherever it looks good at this point. This is actually probably one of the most spread out and chaotic ones because I made some mistakes at the beginning. And then you just start it all over. Why am I frozen again? What the?
been frozen.
I fixed it though. Ah, that's very sad.
It's a sign.
It's a sign of it needs to be chill.
Oh, it's chill.
So let's try to make, now that we know what we're doing, right?
Mm. You want to take this one? Do you want to take this one, Bruno?
I don't know why you're so uncertain on these like game types that are out of your normal genre.
I don't know if this is considered a game type, but okay.
It's
Whoa.
it's a
Whoa.
puzzle. It is a puzzle game.
Whoa! Let's
What?
not gatekeep what games are here, bucko.
All right, fine.
Oh, you can even hear it. It's going ding, 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 ding.
This is
was.
a game. It's like legitimately just a game that is super low effort. You can actually shut your brain off and play it.
Yeah.
And those games are important.
And because that's the thing, because like if it goes wonky and weird because you shut your brain off and you just randomly place stuff, who cares? It's kind of like artistic too. And you just
See, if I played this
have
game,
fun.
I would get frustrated.
Yes.
Yeah, you would min-max the shit out of this.
Yeah, and if I kept getting tiles that I couldn't min-max, I'd get really annoyed.
Yes.
There we go. 2 missions solved at the same time.
Now, can you get a second train on the same track and have them
You
crash
can.
into each other?
They will not crash.
Damn.
No matter how much you want them to, they will not crash.
I'm honestly a little offended by the fact that they can just turn around on
I
the
know.
tracks like that.
I saw the boat earlier, did the Suez Canal thing. It just kind of like turned around. No issue.
No. See, the one in the Suez Canal did not turn around without issue.
Right?
That was the problem.
Well, now they can because it's going to get widened, but
And I could see somebody who would like stream this and like be talking to their stream and like, okay, and Bob Ross and the heck out of this and like, okay, where should we put these happy little trees?
no.
And just
God,
play in
most
with the
streamers would do
ideas
something
before
else.
you put stuff.
They're like, let's see what inappropriate stuff I can design with these tiles.
No, okay, yeah, I could see that as well. Totally could see people doing that stuff.
Any requests, stream? Pay $100 and I'll do your request on stream, even if it's against TOS. Yeah.
Oh God.
Largest stream. Just make one
We've
large
got a happy
stream.
little boat.
Dorf Romantik. Weird name.
See, I just kind of like putting that there sometimes. Well, this would help with that, but it looks kind of nice there. Sometimes you just got to make a big city. Sometimes you got to make a big forest. Sometimes you just have fun with it. Put whatever you want where the hell you want. There is though that is kind of the neat thing is you can kind of like, even though it's random with the tiles coming, you can kind of min-max this stuff a little bit with like, okay, this is gonna be my city zone, this is gonna be my forest zone, this is gonna be my river zone, and this is gonna be my like anything goes zone. There you go. There's the one.
I was gonna say you did it.
Yep. That looks nice. Just playing around with stuff. Get a little house in there. There's Bruno's house. He likes the forest where he can bury the bodies.
There we go.
So at what point do you just fall asleep?
Any point that you want. Isn't it amazing? You don't have to fall asleep. You can fall asleep. You can play around with it. Settlers of Catan Advanced, says chat. I like it. That's pretty accurate in some ways.
Except I can't cut you off and then make you suffer through the rest of the game.
But you can
Because
cut
we
off
don't have
parts of
any
your
resources.
game and go, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Hello, Mr. Parker. So what's connecting there? Nothing. Nothing connects in there. So that's a nice, that'll be a nice place we can put anything we want. Oh, there's our river. That gives us 3 missions if I put it there. Let's move it away from the... There you go. I just capped the railroad right there. Alternately, you can use it to build another railroad, but capping it's not a bad idea. I got 3 other places I can expand. Oof. Oh, that wants an exact 14. Oh, that's rough. Because I already got a lot going there. See, this wants an exact 8. So those exact ones really can kind of cause some problems with your well-laid plans, as it were. Oof. What are you doing, cat? He's like crawling behind where all the wires are. Like, I have wire management there for a reason. It does not include you. Oh, this wants big trees. So it's a little tiny, like 4 trees that wants to be a big forest, and because of what it is, I actually have to cap something off.
Did you cap something?
Yeah. Cap, not tap. What? Nope. Hey. Careful, buddy. You're going to knock stuff over. That would not be good. That 12 plus is going to be difficult, so put this over here. There we go. That opens things up again. Super easy peasy. You just go through and build stuff. No stress, no armies, no tech trees. Just kind of have fun with things. Oh, see, that's rough because I need it for the river over there, but I really need the city to expand. Put it over here instead. More useful. Hello, Mr. Kitty Cat. There we go. There's James's house, right in the middle of the fields. He's like, I don't know how to build a house properly.
That sounds accurate.
Just gonna put it in the wrong place. I probably oh man, I probably should create a new railroad because that's gonna block off the houses I need to create. I could cap it. Start a new railroad over there if we need to. Hey, we completed our little city. Look at that. We still got this city to keep working on, so. There we go. Look at that. We get our river and we increase our fields. So kind of a twofer there. So we're looking for stuff like that. Oof. Very limited on how we can increase that city. Oh no. We have a field, a river, and a railroad. Oh, that's a heck of a piece. That's just messed up. That's not even cool, man. That just messes all kinds of things up putting that there. I might just create a new area somewhere, I guess. Yeah, I might just do something wonky like that. Just start an OnlyFans already, Demirin. Oh, yeah, okay, you're talking to... I'm going to fill in this spot because people are going to be upset if I don't.
There you go. Now you're learning.
Oh, good gravy, these river pieces. They're killing me. +43 city. I think we can do something with that. Well, that completes our forest. That's something at least. Do we need to build a railroad? Yeah, we need to build a railroad on this crazy thing over here. Oh no, I put it on the wrong one. Ah! Let's put a field in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, they start to look daunting with these like 37 fields. And you know, like put it there and like, oh, I only need 6 more. That's easy. And this water taxi, again, what I was saying before, we have these river pieces and these railroad pieces coming together. That's what these water taxi houses help you with. So that becomes a quick solution for that stuff. Good expansion to the city. That's a great expansion to the forest, because we'll need that later. And we don't need any river, but who knows when a van's going to show up, so.
It's true. Always should be prepared.
For a van down by the river.
Yeah.
Don't know if I care about that. We're expanding okay, I guess. Ah, there we go. That completes a river task, and we get a new river task. I heard cows somewhere. Nope, other way. There we go. Build it out somewhere. Oh, I can't. Oh, there we go. I was going to say. See, that's another way. Another nice thing is like this one field over here was kind of sitting there useless. And depending on what angle I put it in, it can lock in that in additional and go towards our goal. Oh, we need exactly 2 more. So we're going to put this one over here. Those exact ones are always fun.
This one looks a lot more structured for sure.
Yeah, it's more, I'm pausing and trying to actually think of some stuff a little bit more in between. It's not helping a whole lot, but it's helping a little bit.
As if that actually just happened.
Wait, what?
In the chat,
Yeah.
Xycia was trolling James with the rock, paper, scissors, saying play rock and wins. So I did RPS 240 rock and I won.
I need another water taxi.
Such a good balance between a chill game and a not chill chat.
Yep.
There we go. I only need 1 more field to finish up that area. And I need 1 more house down here. This is a good way to continue building our city. So we'll go from needing 57 houses to only needing 11 houses. Huh. Now we got doubling our money there. That's working out nicely. Continue with that railroad. Well, there's our 1 field. Kind of just cap that off on that right there. It still allows us to expand for the 37 for that thing. So yeah, it's kind of a balance of like, okay, I want it to look nice, but at the same time, I really need to like build up certain things so I can continue working towards particular goals so I can keep getting the pieces I need. I need to build a river there because I need 3 more pieces to get more pieces.
Okay.
There's a bunch of houses. That'll help a lot. There we go. There we go. 55 pieces we're working with. That's not too shabby. Still got a river over there. That's hilarious. That is a single house. Now people are going to want me to fill these in, so I'll fill in what I can. There you go. Look at that. Happy little map. Hey, we're getting this river going along nicely, though.
Pretty long river.
Hey, you know, rivers typically tend to be long. It's kind of part and parcel for them.
Oh man. Oh man.
Oof. Kind of limited where I can go with some of this stuff.
That's just a tile of water.
Just a tile of water. Kind of like these two over here. fun little train. I like how certain sounds get louder when you zoom in. "92 houses with just those 2 starters. Exactly 92 as well. Oh, I need those 3 houses. Oof, train track is going to be going the wrong way. Oh, it's not big enough to connect the 2. I don't know, you get a lot of decisions that you're like, what's going to help me the most here? I need trees, I need houses, I need fields, and I have a field with a train track. Yay! Luckily, it's for adding more train tracks, so that makes that decision real easy. All these single fields are killing me. It's a useful piece, but I don't need the river there. Sounds like a bad idea. There we go, that's a good piece. It's fun just like watching all these different quests. And you're like, what do I need to fill in where? What am I going to put? Oh, I don't like that piece. And just working with it anyway. There we go.
So how do you unlock new tiles on this game? I guess just by completing maps?
Completing maps, completing objectives. Well, I probably shouldn't have put that railroad piece there. Ugh.
The loot boxes and DLC.
Loot boxes and DLC do not exist in this.
This game's by EA, right?
Nope. No EA here.
What? I thought we said it was EA earlier.
Nope. Don't be starting that shit.
No, we did. It's early access, right?
That's not EA. That's not what that means.
Early access. EA? Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, it'll work. Oh. Oh, that gets us within 1 house of that goal. I need to get these fields. I've been neglecting these fields terribly. How long you been sitting on that EA joke?
I haven't been. Wasn't a joke.
Uh-huh.
So, at what point do you give up on your city?
You don't. You just go until you run out of tiles.
Well, what if you don't want to and you want to save this and come back later? Can you save
You
it?
can always exit out.
Like,
You
can
can
you
exit
save
out, and, well, it'll let you resume. It actually, as we started here, I had resumed one of the ones I was on. So that's kind of nice that it does allow you to do that.
But can you save? Like, can I have multiple games?
I don't think so, no. Just resume. It's only resume or new. Oof, 3 trees of completing that. I still need 1 house for up there.
Mike sounded like a caveman.
I mean, sure. Darn it. Keep giving me like a tile that I'm like, this is interesting. This might help, but nope. Ooh, I got another water taxi. I need another water taxi anyway. Got another one coming up, so that's good. 120 plus houses. Oof. Another railroad by a river. We're just going to try it there for fun. Fair enough. That works. Getting kind of spread out now because of our goals, but it's okay. Yay, got our trees. Getting slowly closer down to where we're going to have some problems. There we go. That'll be entertaining.
Yeah, good luck trying to fix that waterway.
You just do a bend just like that right there. If it ever comes up. That's the fun, is you put it in and you're like, I don't know if that piece is ever going to come up. And sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. So I need exactly one to finish this city up here. So I can't place this, otherwise I'll just lose out on that. So we can expand this city a little bit. 2 houses. No, I want 1 house. Well, at least we can expand our forest. And the music's nice. It just kind of is in the background. It's not hurting anyone.
Hope not.
26 river tiles. 70 exactly. So we need 12 more for that one. There we go. Ask and you shall receive. Fix that little river tile right there. There's my single house. Oh man, it won't fit there? Ah, it's terrible. Guess I really should put it up here to complete this. I think that's the only stress in this game, like I said, is balancing the aesthetics with completing a task so that you get more of your tiles. So you can keep playing.
Yeah.
But hey, you know, it's worth the risk. just here to have fun anyway.
You keep using that word.
Yep, fun. Good, relaxing fun.
Yeah, I could see it.
I think also one of the parts that makes this so awkward for me, at least, is that I don't get to hear the game audio. I only hear you. So I just hear you telling me how awesome this game is. I don't get to experience it. Unless I watch the live stream, which has delay and stuff. I'm sure with the music it probably is pretty relaxing. But I'm just having the even the more build of anxiety because it's just watching you play.
You don't get the satisfying like plop when it goes into place or anything because you're watching the wrong. Nope. Should be watching the stream. That's what we're here for.
I'm watching the stream, just it's on mute.
Okay, I need 10 exactly, or I need 16 exactly. I've got 5 tiles left. Oh yeah, this is definitely going to end.
This is the tile that never ends.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have enough. Not gonna have enough of anything. And some people that I've heard and watched play this, that they, I kind of hit the wall where like, oh, my cities are only getting so big. But then you start unlocking more stuff and you can make bigger and bigger and bigger cities. So, yeah, that's Dorf Romantik.
That was interesting. I would say more interesting. Well, it's a hard comparison.
More interesting than...
I was going to say 13 Sentinels, but there was
That's
a lot
totally
more
different game.
It went from like that game having so much going on to this one not having hardly anything going on.
Oh, it's got so much when you actually are working through the puzzle and trying to figure out how to do stuff. We went from a map that was like pretty compact and, even made a little sense in some ways to like this sprawling railroad, and who knows what the heck's going on here. But yeah, just like low stress, playing around, not worrying about anything.
Currently $10 on Steam, and it is early access, so obviously there's things going to be building.
Yeah, and I think it's curious that they are going to put a creative mode in as well, so that you can just build the city like however you want. So that's kind of fun as well. But definitely, like I said, they have these different goals that you're going towards that span from session to session as well, so that you can unlock things. It's a great thing. You can tool around with it for 30 minutes. When you exit out of this, it remembers where you are, so you don't have to be compelled to like, oh, I've got to go through all my set of tiles. Well, no, it remembers your progress. So if you want to pick it up and just like relax for 15, 30 minutes, this is a great way to do it. I was, it was very relaxing last night, spending 2 hours doing this. So there you go. That's Dorf Romantik.
All right.
Okay, thanks, bye.